and welcome. Thank you so much. If you're new here, then I would say big thank you. You are in the right place, and I look forward to delivering such great value to you. And if you're usual, welcome back. Welcome back to the Financial Freedom Now show, where we talk all things finances, property, finance related, helping you level up. Today we're going to continue our property series. And as your usual and favorite property developer, will best to bring you that content. So today I'm going to begin talking about the third part of the series. We're going to be talking about building your power team. I've got my notes written here. As a matter of fact, I've just come off one of the sessions with my mastermind group. And this is something we actually talk within the Icon Inner Circle, and it's something you might be interested. So hey, you know where to get us. Send an email to academy@iconrange.co.uk or comment on any of your favorite platforms, and we will have sure to reach you and seeing how you can join in the family. But one of the sessions, this topic came up from having a conversation within the Icon Inner Circle, and the question was, where do I start from in terms of building my power team? I want to build a multi-million pound property portfolio. I know I cannot do it myself. Who are the guys I need to have on my power team to help me achieve that? And so I listed all of that out. That note I've got right here. If you obviously want a list of this, I'll be sharing with you. Then again, you know where to get us. Send me an email. I'll get the team to send you a copy for free of our power team document, so you can know exactly who you need to get and where at what point you need them. For the purpose of this particular show, what I've done it into two phases. So I've got phase one and phase two of your power team, because you don't need everybody at the onset. And this is the mistake a lot of property investors make. They try to get themselves overwhelmed, getting everyone on their radar straight from day one, and absolutely it is not required and definitely would overwhelm you. So let's get right into this. We'll start, like I said, it's in phase one. So the very first person I believe is essential for your property investment journey and should be part of your power team all through your journey is a property mentor. Now, I'm telling you this from experience, because I did not have one, and I know how my property journey suffered for it. So if you're listening to me or watching me on any of your favorite podcast platform, what you want to do is get a property mentor, get someone to guide you on the journey. Now, you could go through one of the professional routes and getting someone paid, and pay someone to actually walk you through the journey. Or if you have someone experienced within your network where you can shadow or speak to and help you and ask them to hold your hands on the journey, it would do you a lot of benefit. The amount of people I see will lose money on a daily basis just because they don't know what they're doing. Because this popular saying, you don't know what you do not know, is very true when it comes to property. So please, first, the person you want on your property mentor, on your property team, is your property mentor. Now, what does a good property mentor do? I mean, that's a total different conversation, but a very good tip I'll give is they would guide you on your journey and help you navigate what strategy you should be implementing in the first place. I mean, things like, should you be going for cash flow or should you be going for equity? What sort of strategy would work if you're cash rich and time poor? If you're time rich and cash poor, what should you be doing? What are your skills? What's the current skill set do you bring? How would that help you? What sort of gold mine area? What's your 70-20 rule? All of this terminology might not actually make any sense, or you may not know what they mean right now, but that's what a good property mentor would do, to show you the way and help you learn the ropes. Property investment is not a cheap investment. It's an expensive venture. You want to get it right. I mean, yes, there are a lot of strategy business ideas that you can come up and play around with, but with property, when it comes to buying, because for a lot of people, that's the most expensive asset they would ever buy. So you do not want to get it wrong. You do not want to waste your hard-earned money. So getting a property mentor will guide you, will help you on that journey and help you learn from the mistakes that they made. I certainly didn't do that at the onset, but I realized on my journey very quickly, a few while into my journey, I got one, and that was able to help to retrack my steps. And yeah, I mean, I don't regret any part of my journey, because if I didn't take the steps I did, then maybe I wouldn't be here right now. But obviously, looking back I know definitely how that would have helped me. So property mentor is the first one, and this is a phase one. This is phase one, even before you actually buy any property, whilst you're sort of thinking of the idea of actually investing in property. Next person you want to get on your list is a good finance broker. A good finance broker. Now I use the finance broker because I've not used the mortgage, because obviously again a finance broker will help you look at your finances and ascertain what you require. Do you need a commercial finance line? Do you need what commercial do you need the funding line? Do you need family office? Do you need a development finance, bridging loan, a mortgage? All of that. There's a lot of finance options available, but a good finance broker would help you identify what's required once your mentors also helped you identify the sort of path you should be going down. Now, again, a good property mentor will be able to might be able to put you in touch and show you the lines of who the finance broker should be. But otherwise, you could obviously go through the normal means of actually finding one. The good a benefit of using a finance broker, and I get asked this question one of our property mentoring groups that I was running at Icon Range, and the question was, "Oh, why would you go for a finance broker, Toy? You have a lot of experience right now, and you can actually benefit from going direct to the lender." And yes, we do go to direct to lender on some deals, but mostly and majorly we would go through a broker. Yes, they get paid a fee through. I mean, it depends on the arrangements you have. You could either pay them a fee, or they get paid, as well as they getting paid from the lender. But what I always say is they have a whole of the market range. You going direct to one lender means you're exposed to that deal from that lender. But getting a good finance broker, they will actually see what all other lenders have got to offer, and also they can position your deal better to the lender. You and I do what we do really well, but one of the things we're not is we're not finance specialists. They know what the lender's looking for, so they can actually package your deal, package you, and almost like they would present your property CV looking really good, and in a way that the lender would appreciate it. So there's a lot more the finance broker does bring to you. The next person you want in that phase one is the good estate agent. Now, when I say good estate agent, I'm not looking at you getting one. Once you've ascertained which area you're going to be investing in, what you want to then do is build good relationship with local agents in that area. Now, in your gold mine area, not that we're not looking to do this for just one property. We're looking to do this, build a portfolio. So we want a pool of estate agents in our portfolio. Not only will they help us with buying properties, they will help you if you're looking to sell properties or if you need to let properties out. So you want to start building that relationship with them so that you can also fill your funnel, your pipeline of properties. So once you can move from property 1, 2, 3 very quickly without having to go through the whole process. Lastly, within phase one is your solicitor. Now they do a lot of good. I mean, building a relationship with your solicitor at this very early stage is very important. The first thing I actually use them for is also, if for example you're buying a property auction, you can get your solicitor to pre-qualify the searches and look at the documentations. Even though you've not won the bid, you don't want to be signing up a deal that you don't know if it's going to work. So having a solicitor you've built a relationship with, you've done business with you before, or you've paid them, or there's some sort of attraction there, you know, not to come off the street and asking them questions, then helps you to actually know exactly what it is you're buying. But also they can help you actually write to the lender, write to estate agent to just talk about more about what you do. Again, it positions you better when you do all of these things. So that is exactly one of the reasons why you want that. So let's go straight into phase two. Now, know that as much as I want to go through all of this, there's only so much we can do within the space of time. So I might not be able to exhaust it. Let's go straight into phase two. Phase two parting. Once you've purchased the property, the next thing you're thinking of is the very first person, a solicitor. Now, you notice I mentioned solicitor on the first one. The reason why I'm re-mentioning that is sometimes, depending on the deal and the lender you've gone for, you might have to have a different solicitor. Now, this solicitor would be one that is on the lender's panel. Now, for a lot of us, and we've been doing this for a long time, we would make sure that solicitor in phase one is also the same solicitor in phase two. But it's not always 100% possible to do that, because some lenders will just have just a small number of solicitors on their panel. So know that at that second stage, you might need a solicitor as well to actually help you progress that deal. The second person you would have is a surveyor. Now, this is required if you want to do a full building survey, you want to do a valuation. If you're buying cash, for example, you might not have a lender who's going to be doing a property valuation survey. So you might want to do this yourself, or even if you do have, if you're not full of confidence of the property you're buying, you want a surveyor to do a full building survey, then again, this is something you can consider. And certainly when you're looking at development, you're looking at actually someone who's going to go in and actually pinpoint some of the things that a valuation surveyor may not have picked up. So again, this is all going to be determined by what strategy you're going down. So that is that. And the next person on your power team list for phase two again is an architect or floor plan designer, architect technician, and those sort of people. Now, the reason why this is required, remember, most of the properties that we do at Icon Range is we're looking at properties that we can add value to, we can make money on. So what we're always looking for is adding value. So at this stage, your architect is either going to be helping you visualize how you can add value, or you're looking to increase the bedrooms or do the floor plan rejig layout. So definitely you will need an architect for that. And that brings me to the next one, which is a structural engineer. Depending on the amount of reconfigurations you're doing, you might actually need to have a structural engineer that would help you do any that will help you through whatever structural renovations you're doing. So if you're looking to move structural walls, structural loadings, that they will need to do some calculations, tell you how safe it is to take down that chimney wall, or how safe it is to knock down that wall, if it's a load bearing wall. All of those things, they tell you also of the steel that needs, and these are things that you will need when it comes to actually putting in a building control building control application for your work. So again, this is people good to have in your team. And the amount of times I've said to people, get this and that, oh, I don't really know what I'm doing this, and then all of a sudden just realize I need to buy a property. I just actually happened to one of my mentees. Then I need to buy a property. I need someone to go in straight away. Because I've built a relationship with my structural engineer, sometimes I'm able to actually have that conversation on the phone, do a full a full video walkthrough, we do a video, and they can sort of give us a very quick analysis. Obviously, that doesn't beat them actually coming to site and doing measurements, but it can give you a quick analysis of an idea of what you're looking to achieve, even on a BRR, which is a buy, refurbish, refinance deal, would cost. If you've not built that relationship, no one's going to just drop what they're doing and do that. So again, just making sure that these people are on your radar to actually build that as well. And next thing we want is a builder or build team. Now, obviously, easiest option is getting a builder, go to sleep, they sort of everything out for you. But that might also not be possible depending on the works you need to do. You may need to build a build team. The key roles in that I expect you to have is a painter, a decorator, just someone that can actually do a quick run through, an electrician, a gas engineer, or plumber, an handyman, and definitely a carpenter. Those are the piece of major roles you would have. There are other things that you need, with a floor covering, a carpet fitter, and the rest of that. But then you don't necessarily need a power team for that. You can actually get some outsource that and have that support. The rest of the team are required not just for when you buy the property, but if you're looking to keep the property long term and rent it out, you also want to have them around, because the tenant can call that this is wrong. You have someone to actually call through. Now, this doesn't actually even replace you actually having the property managed. The property might be managed, but please hear me out here. Even if you have someone managing your property for you, they also would rely on all of this personality and all of these roles to actually do the works. And what I find, especially even with properties that are being managed, sometimes the rates that the estate agent, the managing agent would get them, the contractors coming, maybe a lot expensive, but not that's even besides the point. It's the timing is required. You know, you might be having a property managed, the owner still falls on you to make sure that your tenants are attended to in a timely fashion. So if there's any delay, if you've got one of your contacts, you can always put them in touch with your managing agent, and straight away the work is done. The last two on our phase two would be a mortgage broker, which again is almost like a step from the one we mentioned, which is a finance broker on power in phase one. A mortgage broker would then be required, especially if you've gone for like a bridging loan to buy the property, and now you want to go for long-term finance on the property. You would need a mortgage broker to actually ascertain the best product, and obviously you would need them going forward as well when you need to remortgage, or if you need to increase the term, whatever it is you're doing. Again, some of these things can be done yourself directly with the lender, but I'm just sort of saying the kind of team you want around you to help you build your portfolio. And lastly is a good letting agent or managing agent. we at Icon, we have a team of people that will help you through all of that process. But one of the things that we've done, and we still have managing agents managing some of our portfolio, but most of our properties are managed in-house. So you can also definitely do this yourself. But don't, I mean, if you don't have a big team around you, don't have people around you to help you do that, then what you want to do is get a good letting agent that will help you manage your property, help you list out the property, and help you make money. So that is all we've got on property series part 3, talking about building your power team. What are the key people that you required around you? I mean, I've not. If we're going to go into phase 3, we start talking about things like accountants, and all of those sort of roles that you still need. So this is not exhausting this, but I thought I'll do a quick fire, try to make you understand those you need around you, helping you build your portfolio. If there's anything you need, property related, if you want someone's and audio, if you want to book a session with me, quick 10-minute strategy session, again, please be in touch. The idea of doing this is to help you on your financial freedom journey. I want you to achieve financial freedom because I know when you do, there's a whole lot of good you can do to the world around you. And together, we can make the world a better place. So please do not fail to get in touch. Until next time on the Financial Freedom Now Show, my name is Toyin Ayodare. If you need any information, please do not fail to reach out. And if you want access to our free information, go to bit.ly/icon free videos, and you get access to free training videos on how you can start your property journey. Take care.